Good afternoon and welcome to today's Global Fleet Champions webinar. In case you haven't heard of us before, Global Fleet Champions is a partnership campaign administered by BRAKE, the road safety charity, to prevent deaths, injuries and pollution caused by vehicles driven for work. To learn more about the campaign and what we do, visit globalfleetchampions.org. Today's webinar focuses on Road Safety Week for fleets. The theme of Road Safety Week 2022 is Safe Roads for All. It will raise awareness of key areas of road safety, including safe roads, safe vehicles and speeds, the new hierarchy of road users, and the importance of inclusivity to keep us all safe on the roads, no matter who we are or how we travel. In today's webinar, you will hear from organisations that support Road Safety Week about why taking part is so important to them. You will also learn how you can take part in Road Safety Week 2022, how taking part in Road Safety Week can support your CSR strategy, the moral, legal and sustainability obligations that fleet companies have to their employees and communities, and the potential benefits for your business of showing that your organisation cares about the community in which it operates. In a minute, you should see a poll question appear on your screen so we can find out your views on this subject and about your experience with Road Safety Week. It is anonymous. Simply fill in your answer and press confirm, and we will discuss the results at the beginning of the Q&A session, which is your opportunity to put your questions to today's speakers. You can submit a question at any time during the webinar by using the chat box on Microsoft Teams. The question will appear on your screen shortly. You will have around a minute to fill it in, and the webinar will then begin.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Jimmy. I'm an engagement officer at BRAKE, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to take part in Road Safety Week 2022. So before starting to talk about Road Safety Week in any detail, I'd like to give you a little information about BRAKE more generally. BRAKE is a national road safety charity founded in 1995, and it exists to stop deaths, serious injuries and pollution on roads and to care for families bereaved and injured in road crashes. BRAKE campaigns for safe and healthy roads through seeking government policies and investment to end the carnage, and through projects that help communities, schools and employers promote safe and pollution-free streets locally. BRAKE delivers Road Safety Week, which is the UK's biggest road safety campaign. BRAKE is also the national provider of care and support to victims of road crashes and their families through the National Road Victim Service, which helps families cope with the shock, turmoil and devastation that road crashes cause families across the UK every day. For more information on what we do, you can go to www.brake.org.uk. Road Safety Week is BRAKE's biggest road safety campaign. Every year, thousands of schools, organisations and communities come together to raise awareness about the roles everyone can play by encouraging people to speak up for safe and healthy mobility, by supporting grassroots activities and by communicating important messages about road safety and active travel through our communication campaigns. So to give you an example of how much we can do, in 2021, we had over 4,800 registrations for Road Safety Week. That gave us an estimated overall reach of 22.6 million. There were over 1,000 pieces of media coverage, which translated to a potential reach through print and online media of nearly 1.9 billion. There were just under 600 social media posts, and that led to page impressions in November of over 1 million. Over 30,000 people downloaded our resources, and we distributed nearly 2,000 selfie props across the United Kingdom. So the theme of Road Safety Week 2022 is Safe Roads for All. In 2021, BRAKE co-authored Safe Roads for All, an expert report to the UK government calling for a safe and healthy mobility strategy and action plan for roads between 2021 and 2030 to deliver sustainability and prosperity. We will raise awareness of key areas of road safety the government supports, including safe roads, safe vehicles and speeds, and the new hierarchy of road users, and the importance of inclusivity to keep us all safe on the roads, no matter who we are or how we travel. We want participants this year to think about how we can all use roads safely to protect ourselves and other road users, to understand how safe roads can enable everyone to make safe and healthy journeys, and to remember road crash victims and to share their stories. For Road Safety Week 2022, we have a series of 7 daily calls to action to cover different aspects of what comprises safe roads for all. On Monday, the daily call to action is move. We want people to help reduce the number of cars on UK roads by walking, cycling, or other forms of non-motorised travel. Not only does this help the environment, but it's also good for your health. On Tuesday, the daily call to action is teach. We want to make road safety part of everyday education for everyone and reduce the number of collisions on UK roads. On Wednesday, the daily call to action is watch. Watch your speed, watch your stopping distance. At higher speeds, a driver has less time to react to a hazard on the road. On Thursday, the daily call to action is think. Our roads are made up of lots of people with differing needs and abilities. We want people to think about how we keep ourselves and others safe and focus on how we can keep vulnerable road user groups safe. On Friday, the daily call to action is future. We are looking forward to a world with 0 road deaths and how adopting a safe system approach can get us there. On Saturday, the daily call to action is save. Road deaths and injuries have causes that can be preventers. Help us prevent these causes and save lives. And finally, on Sunday, the daily call to action is support. On Sunday, we will remember all those killed or seriously injured on UK roads and celebrate the work of those who support them and support their families. So why is road safety important for employers? More than 1.3 million people die on roads every year. That makes driving for work one of the most dangerous activities that you ask your employees to do. And many road deaths involve a vehicle that is being driven for work. Obviously, that has a devastating effect, not just on the family, but also the community of the person affected. Work vehicles also cause pollution. Pollution goes on to cause illness, including respiratory illnesses and other diseases. And active travel, such as walking or cycling, is good for the nation's health and good for the planet. Finally, road crashes cost the UK economy around £36 billion every year. The next presentation will talk about the benefits of incorporating road safety into a corporate social responsibility strategy. But just to quickly outline that, including road safety in your CSR strategy benefits both your communities and your people. With your communities, you can act as a positive agent for change. You can invest in or influence and deliver road safety initiatives. You can invest in research and development into future mobility, and you can deliver corporate philanthropy actions related to your core business. For your people, you can responsibly develop and engage with them, promote diversity and inclusion in your workplace. That makes you a good place to work, deploying responsible employment practices, and you can be a learning company which supports dynamic career development. So how can you get involved with Road Safety Week? The first thing we'd like you to do is to sign up, and you can sign up at www.break.org.uk/RSW. By signing up, you're able to stay informed of all developments with Road Safety Week and receive notifications when resources become available, with a wide variety of downloadable and physical resources to cover a wide range of activities. We'd also like you to help us raise vital funds. We need your help more than ever fundraising during Road Safety Week. Every year, Break needs to raise more than £1 million to keep the National Road Victim Service running. The service cares for around 1,000 road victim families every year, providing emotional and practical support. We're currently only able to help about 1 in 4 of the families who've been bereaved or seriously injured in road crashes. This year, we have several different fundraising opportunities for you. For example, we have Break Bright, which is a dress down day with a difference, where you can share Break's message that you're dressing in bright colours to remind drivers to look out for people who walk and ride, and fundraising to support Break's vital work. You can donate via text, and you can share photos of you in your outfit on social media and nominate others to take part. We also have 22 in 22. Every 22 minutes, someone in the UK is killed or seriously injured in a road crash. Take the 22 in 22 sponsorship challenge in Road Safety Week 2022 to remember road victims and raise funds for Break. And whether you want to run or walk or cycle or dance, sing, read, play board games, knit, bake, watch movies, or attempt a new world record, the choice is yours. We're looking for people to do things 22 times or within 22 minutes, all around the number 22. Finally, we have Bake for Break. You put the kettle on and organise a fun coffee morning or tea party for Break during Road Safety Week, or you just sit down for a cuppa and catch up. Break for Break is a great opportunity to raise money for a good cause while enjoying a slice of something nice. On Sunday, November 20th, to coincide with the World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims, we are also asking people to light a real or virtual candle in remembrance and to accompany this with a donation to Break to help us continue the vital work that we do supporting road crash victims and their families. You can also purchase one of our giant banners. It's at 5 meters by 1 meter. A giant Road Safety Week banner is a great way to shout out for road safety. You can choose from one of our different eye-catching designs. You add your logo and display on your building or in your community, and discounts are available for multiple purchases. We'd also like you to get involved, and there are many different ways that you can get involved. For example, you can raise awareness among your staff and customers, talking to people in your community about why safe roads for all matters, and that can encourage them to choose safer, healthier ways to travel and empower them to keep themselves and others safe. So, for example, you could launch a new road safety program, or you could include an article about road safety in your newsletter or company blog or on your social media feed. You could print and display our free road safety posters. You could run safe driving presentations for your staff. You could also share our simple survey to find out how much people know about the changes to the highway code. We'd also like you to try and engage your community. Communities care about road safety, and they value the support of local organisations. So here are some ways that you can show your organisation cares about the local community too. You can encourage local nurseries or childminders or schools to take part in Road Safety Week. You could also offer some of your staff volunteering time to help out at road safety activities. You could support or initiate a campaign in your local community for improved road safety or for sustainable travel. You can also shout out for road safety with our selfie props and stickers. If you use our Safe Roads for All selfie props to spread the message out that everyone's life matters on the roads and we all have a right to make safe and healthy journeys wherever we go. It's a great way to bring attention to your fundraising and campaign activity during Road Safety Week 2022. And you can order your selfie props and stickers today from the Break shop. You can join our Global Fleet Champions campaign if you haven't already. Global Fleet Champions is a global campaign to prevent crashes and reduce pollution caused by vehicles used for work. Everyone can be a champion for safe and healthy mobility in fleets. Global Fleet Champions gives you access to resources to help you manage occupational road risk, whatever your budget or fleet size or vehicle type, access to free and low-cost events for anyone interested in safe and healthy mobility for fleets, and a prestigious awards program that celebrates best practice in safe and healthy mobility for fleets. And you can also partner with Break to achieve safe and healthy mobility for all. At Break, we create great partnerships with incredible organisations, so you find out how you can partner with us to support our work and help achieve our vision of a world with zero road deaths and injury, where everyone can move in a safe and healthy way as part of their normal day. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Elsa Firth. I'm the HR Director at ARVAL UK, and I'm really pleased to be with you today to share more about incorporating road safety into your CSR strategy. So you're going to be hearing from me just an overview of CSR strategy and how road safety fits. And then I'm going to hand over to Zoe Maitland, who's our head of CSR, and she'll be sharing a little bit more about how we tangibly implement road safety here at ARVAL. So firstly, I want to start with what is corporate social responsibility and why is it important? And it's such a broad business topic, and it's becoming increasingly complex because you will hear the language about sustainability and what that means for organisations. But for now, I think I'm just going to bring it back to its most basic, which is it's about doing the right thing internally and externally. And for us, it's about really embedding it so that it's part of the fabric of the organisation, it's part of our DNA, and everything we do, it touches on who we are as an organisation and the impact we can have. And in particular, most strategies, and certainly ours, focus on 4 key areas. And those are the environmental impact. So really simple example for ARVAL is we have 93% of our fleet, our own fleet, is electric. And then we have employee engagement, which as the HR director for ARVAL, I find incredibly impactful. So we're really getting our employees involved in CSR and the contribution they can make. We talk about responsible sourcing because we have a wider responsibility, and as a major purchaser of vehicles, we can really have an impact in the wider sourcing arena. And then the fourth area is community involvement. So within ARVAL, we have 3 sites across the UK, and each of them are heavily involved in the local community. And that's really exciting from an employee perspective, but really shows the impact we can make in our local community and the difference we can make. And again, a really simple example of that one is ARVAL Inspires programme, which works with schools. So we work with CV writing, recruitment, skills training. So really sharing our skills and having that impact in the community. And I think the reason why CSR works so well at ARVAL is because we do have that real drive from the top. So all the exec team are really involved. We're directly connected to the strategy, and then we're working with employee groups across the organisation. So that buy-in from top is critically important. And my role, in addition to being involved in HR, is I'm the CSR community pillar sponsor. So I'm the exec sponsor for that pillar, and that's why I'm here today to talk about road safety. So within ARVAL, we have a 5-year CSR strategy, and it's all built around 4 pillars, which you can see on the screen. So we have the economic pillar, the people pillar, the community pillar, and the environmental pillar. And each of them has particular focus, but this is where you can see that we have road safety that sits under the community pillar, and that's about influencing and acting for road safety. And this is something we're really passionate about, and Zoe Maitland, our amazing head of CSR, will tell you more about the tangible actions we're taking as an organisation.
Thank you, Elsa. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Zoe Maitland, Head of CSR at ARVAL in the UK, and I'm just going to take a few minutes to talk around how we bring road safety to life within ARVAL. I'll be covering 5 areas, so we'll crack on straight away with the national coverage. So if we think about national coverage, one of the reasons we chose to partner with Brake, and we've worked with Brake for many years, is the fact that it's a really great awareness campaign that covers the whole of the UK. And also combined with that, we've used some of our national partnerships, people like ATS, people like Michelin, to help share the road safety messaging, both within our own business and more externally with our customers. We've also had some national reach through engaging with a partner that we work with locally in Swindon, who's an ice hockey team, and they very kindly, during Road Safety Week in 2021, did a daily video on social media with the ice hockey team, just talking a couple of lines about why road safety matters to them. That's very much aligned with the 2021 awareness campaign. And finally, we have arranged to accredit with Driving for Better Business, which again is a national awareness campaign for road risk and road safety, aimed towards more the commercial market and van fleet drivers, which fits very much within the demographic of some of our customers' fleets. More locally, we've worked with a local fire and rescue service, Dorset and Wiltshire, for many years, and we are really proud to support their Safe Drive Stay Alive roadshow, which is an educational road safety awareness campaign that goes into local schools and educates students and the youth that are going to be coming up to starting to learn to drive around the importance of driving safely, some of the risks on the road, some of the things to think about. And that's supported through also some lesson plans that talk about things like passenger power and for youth to be able to say no to their colleagues or their friends if they don't feel safe in the car with one of their friends. We're really excited to be shortly launching some virtual reality headset equipment, which again will be rolled out through local schools. We will also be engaging with our customers with this technology. and that will give the youth the experience of what it's like to be in a road traffic accident when you make poor decisions and when you make better decisions. And then certainly last but not least, locally, we have done some awareness campaigns with changes to the highway code. And we have had, so for example, the infographic is showing one of our colleagues on a horse. We did some education with some local drivers around the vulnerable road users and the changes to the highway code. If we then move on to our customers, we have done quite a few things with our customers over the years, and we continue with that theme and that journey because it's integral to our culture here at ARVAL. So we've developed a road safety toolkit, which comprises of 3 different modules, one around general road safety tips, one around the highway code changes, so again focusing on what's different and why do customers want to talk to their employees about those. And the third one is very much aligned to our business purpose around electrification and around the driving of an electric vehicle, which has different dynamics. It accelerates more quickly, it's very quiet, so brings up different types of road awareness questions and topics to discuss. We also supplement that through seasonal driving tips, summer, winter, lots of seasonal things, and national awareness days where we link in road safety to that. Very much the infographic around how we provided some educational resources during Road Safety Week in 2021 with some nice signposts to some of the brake material, which is super useful, and our customers really are very pleased and are able to then signpost that with their employees. And last but not least, I talked about the electric vehicle driving tips. That's just an infographic around how we evidence what they are, and there's about 10 tips that we evidence, and we take customers through what they are so they can then share that with their own drivers. If we then move on to products and services, these are the sorts of things that we at ARVAL offer our customers that take their fleet leasing arrangements through us. We talk about ARVAL Accident Management, which manages our customers' journey from the incident, managing them through the incident, but also taking care of the driver and making sure the driver is safe and is taken through the journey in a seamless way. And we also supplement that again through our Fleet Protect proposition, which is proactive road risk management. We do that virtually with modules, online modules, and to sort of see how safe your driving is, what your behaviours are, what your attitudes are to road risk. And we also can offer on-road driver training. And then we move on, certainly last but not least, our employees. And I make no apology for repeating some of the stuff that I've talked about earlier. Our employees are just as important as our customers. So again, we're going to be making available to our employees the road safety toolkit slide decks, the Vendom, the Michelin Man, when we talk about the national campaigns with car park fleet safety checks for tyres. He came in and talked to some of our journey makers about the importance of tyre safety when on the road. And we also have got a picture here of our employees enjoying the virtual reality headsets and trialling them out. We have also done the trial with our executive committee and with our product and marketing team at one of their offsite days. If we then move on to basically ARVAL and Road Safety Week in general, one of the most important things is around how we can help support, as has been evidenced earlier, the influencing and acting for road safety as part of our CSR strategy. And we feel that there's a real great alignment with Brake and ARVAL on that theme. So, all around the engaging our customers, engaging our employees. Very important is that there's a really nice sort of brand recognition on such an important topic, and we obviously also get access into the Brake resources and the webinars and the seminars that they hold. From a media perspective, being able to talk jointly about the importance of road safety, getting involved in some of the community activity, and just collectively, helping Brake with the very important work that they do. And that's why we're also delighted to be one of the sponsors again for Road Safety Week in 2022. And if we move on to the last slide, it's just a reminder to us all, what can we all do to help? So again, shouting out about safety, sustainability at work, making sure that we're doing the right things, getting involved in opinion or quotes when asked by other road safety campaigns, or there's a lot of talk at the moment with the motorway speed limits. looking out for others, supporting vulnerable road users, and obviously caring for people that are affected by road crashes. And that's not just the people that are involved in the crash themselves, but also their families, their friends, and the wider community. So I hope you've enjoyed our session this morning, and thank you very much indeed for listening.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Charles Morriston. I'm Head of Professional Services here at VisionTrack. What I wanted to do very briefly was to talk about, firstly, why road safety is important to VisionTrack, and more crucially, why Road Safety Week is important to VisionTrack and the things that we do. A quick introduction, first of all, to the organisation. So VisionTrack is a leading global provider of AI video telematics and connected vehicle data. Our unique approach is to help tackle some of the most complex challenges faced by the fleet, road transport and insurance sectors, providing the operational insight, business intelligence and enriched vehicle data needed to make strategic mobility decisions. In terms of our mission and why we do what we do, our CEO and founder, Simon Marsh, previously owned a fleet haulage company. During this time, he had a couple of serious incidents involving a fatality, and he spent much time, effort and heartache trying to reconstruct what happened. Since then, he has been dedicated to pioneering road safety by providing technology that can reduce both the frequency and severity of incidents with the ultimate goal of saving lives. So in terms of what we do, we rapidly evolved from simple dash cams to providing a full 360-degree view of the vehicle, including AI-powered blind spot cameras and reversing cameras. Our most recent innovation includes cloud-based AI footage review to enable rapid response to incidents, to quickly validate driver welfare, to support an organisation's duty of care commitment to drivers, and to provide contextual point-of-need driver training opportunities. So in terms of our vision, which is to create a world where all road users are kept safe from harm, is really driving it to embrace the latest technological advances and innovations. So by automating management processes, data analysis and incident detection, fleet operators can really take advantage of connected cameras and use video telematics like never before. So we are a long-time supporter of the fleet sector. Just on the slide here, some of the awards that we sponsor. We obviously understand the importance of recognising and celebrating those professionals and organisations that are so determined to improve road safety, eliminate fleet risk and reduce the environmental impact of their vehicles. We're also very proud of the awards that we've won over the last few years across those same fleet, transport and insurance sectors, including awards from Brake themselves. Part of our evolving strategy is to support road initiatives both in the UK and internationally. We've been working with Brake since our inception and we share its commitment to making the road network a safer place for all. In terms of DVS or Direct Vision Standard, so to tackle the issue of disproportionately high pedestrian and cyclist fatalities involving heavy goods vehicles, the Mayor of London's Vision Zero aim was to eliminate all deaths and serious injuries from London's roads by 2041. So TfL, Transport for London, launched the world's first direct vision standard in October 2019, with enforcement commencing on the 1st of March 2021. We work closely with TfL and the UK Department for Transport to understand the new regulations and to provide compliant solutions to the UK market, including blind spot cameras and AI-powered pedestrian detection to provide drivers with complete 360-degree views of their vehicles and their surroundings. In July 2022, TfL issued figures for their first full year of enforcement of its DVS, and it said that with this lorry safety scheme, serious injuries were down by 64% compared to 2017. As a result, we are now working as advisors to Together for Safer Roads, which is a global road safety NGO, to further expand the use of this life-saving technology in countries where road safety legislation is still to catch up with the UK standards. We also work with Driving for Better Business to offer advice, guidance and best practice. So, why Road Safety Week? We're obviously immensely proud to be involved in Road Safety Week, as it helps us to continue to raise awareness of the challenges of road safety and how organisations can address those challenges. We regularly work with customer managers, drivers, unions, partners and the communities in which they operate in order to help them understand their ESG or environmental, social and governance obligations and their duty of care to both their drivers and other road users. And obviously Brake is one of our key chosen charities, and we help them raise valuable funds towards these aims. And finally, Vision Track and our parent company Marker Study are planning to run a number of awareness and fundraising activities throughout the entire organisations, and would encourage other organisations who want to show their commitment to road safety to do the same. We would of course be happy to take any questions later and discuss further ideas from anyone who wants to get involved.
Hi everyone, I'm Gavin Murdoch, Managing Director for Transport for DHL Supply Chain in the UK and Ireland, and I'm delighted to speak to you today as a sponsor of Brake Road Safety Week for 2022. So why are we passionate about being involved with Brake Road Safety Week? Well, within our business, we have a very strong safety first culture, which has been built up over a number of years and which strives towards keeping not only all of our employees safe on the roads, but also instills within them the critical importance of keeping pedestrians and other vulnerable road users safe. Road Safety Week has been promoted to all DHL colleagues annually and includes activities such as being shown vehicle blind spots, vision from a driver's cab, understanding stopping distances and the amount of room a large vehicle needs to turn safely. Our sites have taken the opportunity to highlight key road safety initiatives that DHL focus on, for example, bridge strikes, slow speed manoeuvring, vehicle checks and winter preparedness. And having been involved with Brake Road Safety Week, we find it positively contributes towards that safety first culture and helps us engage our colleagues on this important topic. As part of this culture and our corporate responsibility, we also run our Trucks and Child Safety or TACS programme, which involves our driver demonstrators visiting primary schools across the country to teach children about the dangers of trucks on our roads and how to stay safe around them. We're proud to say that in 2022, coming out of COVID restrictions, more than 7,700 children have been educated so far this year, and with more primary schools coming forward to request demonstrations. And since the programme began in 2007, we have educated more than 330,000 children, an incredible effort by our programme teams and demonstrators. Along with our TACS programme, we also actively encourage our drivers to share their expertise by volunteering their attendance at shows such as Truckfest, where they're able to speak directly to members of the public and share our safety culture with them as potential vulnerable. As the second largest transport operator in the UK, driver training, sustainability and the well-being of our employees and their families are three key areas of importance. So we ensure that we train our drivers to the highest standards of defensive driving using the Smith's driver training system. In addition, drivers also carry out other training courses. For example, the distracted driver, which includes topics like driver attention, bridge smart, yard safety, and vehicle security. Safe urban delivery, which is designed to support drivers who drive in more urban settings and includes behavioural activity to make quiet deliveries, urban driving road rage, dealing with difficult people, and making safe deliveries to urban delivery points, including the important delivery risk assessments. And finally, there is a course for vulnerable road users, which aims to give drivers a better understanding of causes and prevention of accidents between vehicles and vulnerable road users, as well as driver well-being, including better sleep, diet, activity, and mental positivity. Regarding sustainability, we invest in gas and also electric vehicles with a view of working towards our science-based targets to significantly reduce our carbon emissions in the coming years. And when it comes to our people, we have a comprehensive employee benefits scheme which includes discounts such as the Cycle to Work programme and other various offers focused on keeping people healthy. And as a group, our overarching corporate responsibility programme is an integral part of our global strategy. With living responsibility as our motto, we focus on environmental protection through our Go Green agenda, disaster management through Go Help, and education through Go Teach, thereby really connecting people and improving lives. So, coming back to my question at the start, we see Road Safety Week as being an engagement opportunity for all our employees and for them to be able to become involved in and educated on how to remain safe on our roads. And this year's theme for Break Road Safety Week therefore fits perfectly with some of the focus areas in our business from a transport and road user perspective. And for us, it has been an easy decision to be involved in this event each year, and one which we will certainly continue to support in the future. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you everyone. That concludes our presentations. We will now be taking questions. So if you have any questions, if you could post them in the chat. An initial question that we have, and I am just going to activate cameras for our representatives. So that will be Charles Morrison from Vision Track, and also Gavin Murdoch from DHL. Okay. So we our first question, I believe, is for me, which is: do you provide lesson plans to deliver education to primary schools? The answer to that, Roger, is absolutely yes, we do. We include lesson plans and assembly plans for Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2. I believe there may be some for Key Stage 3. If you are signed up for Road Safety Week, then you will receive a notification when these resources are available. The lesson plans and classroom activities are all downloadable resources, so they're made available to download to everyone who has signed up for Road Safety Week. And for those who have asked, there will be a recording of this made available after the webinar has finished. We are currently recording, and we will make that recording available once everything is finished. So a further question, which I will ask to our representatives, is what advice would you give an organisation looking to incorporate or further incorporate road safety into their CSR strategy? So Gavin or Charles, or I believe we also have Michelle from DHL, if you'd care to answer, to give your thoughts on that question.
I think the most relevant thing for me is to make sure the messages are let's say really relevant to your business, and that you have a clear aim to share with your people around why you're doing it, and clearly, you know, given the importance of road safety, I'm sure it's relatively easy to draw the links, but obviously you've got to make it real for people so that they do engage in the topic and get involved.
Thank you very much, Gavin. Charles?
Yeah, well, I was just going to add to that. Yeah, I mean, I think, and taking that a step further, it is around communication. It's around upfront and honest communication, particularly if you're operating, you know, you're running a community of drivers, professional drivers, as well as people who drive just for work on an ad hoc basis. But it's explaining, first of all, the benefits, not just to the business and themselves, but their families as well. If they're having driver training or coaching, it's not just for, you know, for the business's benefit, it's for their benefit. It's every time they take their wives, husbands, partners, children in the car with them, then they can benefit from that as well. I think from a technology perspective, if you are implementing technology, again, be very honest about what the technology does, what it doesn't do, why it's there, explain how it works, rather than have this mythical sort of technology in the vehicle that people are more wary of.
Okay, thank you very much, Charles. So we have a further question from Roger. For Road Safety Week, do you provide short safety awareness videos that we can post to our company intranet? Yes, Roger, we do create video content and animated content for Road Safety Week about different forms of road safety awareness, and those will be available as part of the packages that are coming out. You will certainly, at a minimum, be able to post links to them. I'm not sure if you'll be able to directly host or embed them, but you'll certainly be able to link to them via your company intranet. A further question I have, which I will, for our speakers, which I am going to put into the chat now, is so for Gavin and for Charles, which of your road safety initiatives have worked particularly well in terms of audience engagement? Gavin, you're on mute.
Sorry, fatal mistake. I think the activities that work best are those activities that get teams of people together with either within a training room or around a vehicle, where they can really see for themselves some of the topics that we're highlighting. You know, as I said in my video, whether we're looking at how little a driver can see from his cab in terms of what's directly in front of him, or whether the site's, you know, engaged in some linked CSR activity around a bake sale that picks up on some of the key topics and gets people talking about the importance of road safety on their way to work. Those are the sorts of things that really seem to be most successful in bringing the Road Safety Week to life in DHL.
I don't have anything to add to Gavin's. Gavin sort of summed it up there. I think, as I said, as you said, it's practical, hands-on applications of safety rather than theoretical classroom for the most part. Otherwise, the message can be a bit lost sometimes.
Right. Thank you very much. If we have any further questions, this is your last opportunity to post them into the chat. Okay, well, I'd like to thank everyone very much for attending today, and just to reiterate that this recording will be made available on YouTube after we've finished here. Thank you very much to all our speakers, and thank you all for coming.
Thank you.